Hey guys, Knights of Random Things here, and I know I've been mainly doing talking about all my cards on my computer, but I just really wanted to talk about my machina deck I've been working on. I really like it. It it's really fun, it's really interesting, and it has some fun combos I want to do for a video. So if you really like that, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and comment down below if you really want it. So yeah, let's get into this deck profile. So I am playing a bit different ratios than most people for the Machina deck, and I mainly just decided that because I feel like sometimes they can break a bit. But I play two Machina Citadels, right? So it's a Raigeki on board and can special summon itself when a machine monster is destroyed by card effects. Two Metal Crunchers. It says a bigger version of the Machina gear frame, which can search out anything. And I do have two different packages I play, so this is really good for the Machina. Then I play the two of the level 8. So this one on your opponent's turn searches from the deck. On your turn, this searches special summons from the graveyard, but they have the effect target the Machina monster, destroy it, then search or special summon from deck a Machina monster with equal to or lower attack level, which is nice. And my other two is Fortress. This is not once per turn. You can repeatedly special summon it, which is nice. And if they target for monster effects, they have to discard before the effect resolves, which is nice. And Gear Frame is just the searcher for the Machina cards. So the package isn't that big, but it does have a decent amount of cards. It's about 12 Machina monsters. There are some more searchers in the deck, but I really like it. Then I play the Infinite Track engine. That's a small package. I was playing a lot more, but I decided to cut them down a bit. I will recommend Harvester. I think it's a really nice Machina card, and I really like it. I will probably play 2 to 3 more of these. Well, 2 to 3, but the Infinite Tracks are more of a side engine, so it's not as important, I feel like. But if you really want to play 3, Bulldozer can special summon Machina's Infinite Tracks from the deck. Sorry, I keep on messing up. From the deck, but their effects are negated. This can special summon level 5 or lower Infinite Tracks. Finally got it right. So you can repeatedly special summon this from using its effect in the graveyard. And this one is basically a pot of avarice for earth machines, which is nice, really helpful for the deck. I am technically playing only 8 Infinite Tracks. I may bump the count up to 9 or 10, it really depends. And then I do play a small train package. That's that, but I would probably increase it if I do get the level 11 train card. But this can special summon, but its attacks are half when the machine monster is special summon. This can special summon monsters from the graveyard. Their effects are negated, but you can make them this card and that card or any other card this equal level to exceed summon easier. So as you probably guessed, there's going to be a lot of exceed summon cards in here, and you can recycle them a lot, so that's always nice. And onto the smallest package, just some extra cards, Scrap Recycler, because you want to dump Citadel as quickly as possible, or any other machine monster that's necessary, and 2 Kaijus to get rid of problems. There is a way to make your Citadel over 4,000 attack, and that's pop itself, destroy 4,000 attack point monsters in nest, which is really nice. Onto the hand traps. I will say I probably would lower the count a bit or play 3 different Call by the Graves because you really want the Citadel to resolve, because that's always the best way to make sure your opponent loses most of their board. Effect Vaders are really just cheap and good because this is more of a going second deck than a going first deck, as I found out through different hands and stuff. And of course Call by the Grave because, well, it's a really good card. On to the searcher for the deck. The Machina Redeployment. Really good card. You can either search 2 Machina monsters by discarding 1 card, or discarding 1 Machina monster and then search up Machina cards, except for redeployment. So you can even search up the trap card I have in this deck. But usually you'll be drawing and recycling so many cards, you'll usually find it without needing to use this. But you can be able to search way quicker with this. So it's really up to you guys. I do play 2 Pot of Avarice, so I technically play about 4 Pot of Avarice in this deck. So I repeatedly cycle my deck to draw more cards, which is nice. Darkhold and Raigeki, because this is a going second deck, and they're the cheaper versions of Lightning Storm evenly match. So yeah, I'd rather go, if you don't have a board, play Darkhold. If you do have a board, play Raigeki, or if you have Citadel, use that instead, because you get more, usually better cards by destroying them on the field to gain more effects. And Machina Overdrive, good special summon for the deck. If you don't have, you can set this on your turn. Your opponent starts summoning a board. Flip this, destroy a monster, special summon Citadel. Destroy another monster with Citadel's effect, pop their board. And this can recycle 3 cards into your deck to draw 1. So yeah, that's the deck. It's exactly 40 cards last time I checked. So that's always nice to have more consistency. So I play Scrap Wyvern, since it's for the scrap combo kind of, to just repeatedly send cards to your graveyard, so you build up a massive amount, and then you can like recycle them or even special summon from your graveyard, which is nice. Leaf for Genius, it's a earth machine, which is nice when you have Bulldozer out. This can search up a few different cards, and it says 1,500 defense or less, if I remember correctly, which doesn't get a lot of stuff, but technically with this being 0 defense, you can search that out, so that's always nice for the deck. Union Carrier, because we do have Gearframe is a Union monster, so you can use that. And that's all my Link 2 cards. I would probably play the Double Knuckle one. I do have them coming in the mail. It's been taking a while, so sorry. And for our level 4, I do have a level 3. I just Infinite Track, which is the harder one to summon, but usually you can get this off on your second turn, and then you can just keep on going. And then Nightmare Griffin is like a floodgate, so that's nice. Onto our XCs, Abyss Dweller, this graveyards. This can also summon the Ring Tins. Shuffle back cards into your deck. That's a good Infinite Track monster. usually can be a scrap recycler or add more cards to your hand. This one can go over 4,100, but normally it will be 3,100, which is bigger than Citadel, so you can usually use this to be popped. And you can pop I have to say, these two can be special summoned by popping a Earth Link monster. So that's always nice. True King of all calamities. You may be thinking that's a stupid card, but don't forget, in this deck I can actually summon it quite often with this, the Metal Cruncher, and the train as well. If you have these and this will also make a level 9. So usually you'll be able to have about 6 different ways to get True King of all calamities. So don't underestimate that card. That can be a really good card. And it is another floodgate. This deck does have problems because it doesn't really build too many like negates. Well, this deck doesn't. There are other decks I have seen where they can build like 2 to 3 negates, but doesn't give floodgate is always nice. A 2,000 burn and 2k burn, 3,000 attack. Usually if you can get this straight into your opponent's face, that's over 5,000 damage with one card, which isn't super impressive, but that usually will mean game. And as you can kind of tell, I don't have a complete extra deck. I'm still trying to get that angle knuckler card, but if I have to say, if I'm going to cut any cards in this deck, I will either cut Griffin, it is a harder card to summon, and maybe this, or Cleafort Genius, but that's my opinion. You can keep this extra deck the same and add in different cards you want or change. This is just like my deck. You can use it as a backbone for any of your deck, for your Earth Machine deck. I do technically have a sideboard. It's not that impressive, and it's kind of still being worked on. More hand traps, more special summons in the deck, and that's another one of those for the easier True King of all calamities or any Xyz monster in general. It's just always really good to have this card. It is not. I'm trying to cut this down on the normal summons because in this deck I have 1, usually 2, 3 normal summons so far. 5, 6. Oh, no wait, 5. Sorry. 6, 7. Most likely normal summons. This usually you can get everything to be special summon repeatedly. This is the only technical normal summon because it has to be normal summon to gain its effect, which is sad. But even if you just have this in Citadel, you can usually pop 1,800 attack point monsters, which is nice. So if your opponent is going into a link summon, I think you can pop a card, destroy all their cards, and they can't go into the link summon if I remember correctly. Correct me if I'm wrong. So yeah, that is going to be the whole entire Earth crazy machine deck I built. So yeah, if you really like this deck, hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you all later. Bye.